Was awaiting the Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather fight like the rest of the world. I had seen Ocho get down in there. By the way, mad respect, Ocho.
Hats off. Attaboy, Ocho.
Hey, man. He represented the NFL community out there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there's been some basketball players that have gone out there and fought, didn't do great. Okay. There are some other people. And in this particular night, I mean, Mitt picked
Doing
a photo.
him dirty.
Come
there.
on, Mitt.
I didn't know this was going to be the photo. Literally did not see this graphic before we went on air. This is kind of fucked up, actually.
Jeez.
Come on, Mitt. Mitt's like, oh, I was there for money bag. Yo, dude. Anyways, Ocho, this is bullshit, actually. I do not like that was up there and chosen by Mitt. Ocho put on a hell of a performance.
Yeah.
And I don't know what anybody expected out of him.
He was quick on his feet.
Always has been.
Sweet feet.
I mean, Sweet Feet's going to get in there. And if you watch Floyd fight, by the way, Floyd is very, because you know a lot of those boxers, you hear them talk, and I'm just saying this because I'm in the virtual reality Oculus world. You know, you only have to duck like a punch, like by like an eighth of an inch or whatever, because it saves you time or whatever. I like the Floyd is like, no. This big, look how big those fucking arms are. He was doing like a full jump up like you would if you were to Olay a bull at some points. Ocho was incredible though. Landed some punches. I don't know if the landing spot was there or whatever. I'd be dead tired half a round in, 4 rounds, performed well. Flex, got knocked on his ass.
Yeah.
Kind of had a learning lesson.
It looked
in
like he
there.
got punched in the neck, too, right in the jugular.
Well, yeah, I think it was on the side, though, too. I'm not sure.
He popped up, though. I was nervous that he might go down for a little, but he was up right away like, hey, no. Let's keep this going.
Yeah, Ocho is a showman, too, and he's also in football. I think he has potentially had those moments where you get knocked down and it's like, oh, shit. There's a lot of people watching. He actually had one with Ray Lewis. It's kind of on the thing where you get up immediately. I was super impressed with Ocho, and just getting in there is insane. Oculus box, getting punched in the real face, much different. What were you going to say?
It was also, like, I don't know if it was as bad during his fight as it was later in the night, but during that open stadium, like, they had to keep wiping down the ring. Like, the footing was slick and stuff. Like, I can't imagine how hard it would be to deal with that on top of everything else, too.
Hey, Miami, you know. Party in the city where the heat is on all night on the beach of the break of dawn. Welcome to Miami. It is probably rainy.
Yeah.
It's like something, you know, we all loved the thought of Miami going down. I said it was going to be hot. I said, I'm not going. I would love to go. I'd love to be able to go. Sounds like a massive event. I'm a sweater, though. Okay, I'm not going to Miami in the middle of June. And I'm just not going to do it. Had to play down there. Sat next to the fan, face towards it. So I was facing towards the crowd the entire time down there. It's hot. Did not think about the rain, but it does rain on a regular basis. And it's not necessarily forever, but it's definitely going to rain almost because of how hot and humid it is. I think they still put on a hell of a show.
With Chad's fight, Chad Johnson, obviously, he's never boxed before, right? Never he kind of trained over time.
It sounded like whenever he announced it on the I Am Athlete podcast, he said to Brandon Marshall, I think, like these guys don't know or whatever. It sounded like he was alluding to the fact that he had trained. It didn't look like he was a trained fighter last night. It looked like a trained boxer. It looked like he was an athlete out there doing his thing.
But he looked, do you think he looked much better than you thought? Like if anyone else gets out there that hasn't boxed, you just don't look at all natural. Like Chad, his footwork was amazing, but his cardio, like how do you have cardio like that? Even one 2-minute round for anybody in an experience like that, like where, hey, this is such a new situation for me. How do you not just dump all of your energy? And Chad, he was still rolling late. I know he got knocked down, but hey, he got up.
He put out a tweet, I think, to Darius Slay or something. He said, that guy was trying to take my head off. There was, I would like to be inside of Ocho's brain while he's in there, like, oh shit, okay, all right.
Throwing hands.
Oh my God, all right, here we go. Like it is. And then when he decided to flex in the 4th round, I think that was cool because he was showing like, hey, I'm not dead. Like right now, I am not dead. And I think that was everybody's like massive compliment to what you said. It's like, hey, you're going to get winded quickly. Him, and then immediately getting knocked down is just classic boxing, by the way. It's just classic boxing in that whole thing. But I was very impressed with old Ocho in there. Very, very impressed because great athletes have gotten in there in the past. And to Channing Crowder's point, we're talking doo-doo.
Booty up.
Booty up. Yeah, booty up is how he described it. And I thought Ocho handled himself well. He should feel very good about it in there. That was an actual boxer, right?
I think he had a bare knuckle fight and maybe one boxing match.
Yeah, he was 0-3, I believe, in bare knuckle fighting.
God damn.
Yeah.
After that first one, he's like, I guess I'll go back in. They get fucked up in there.
Oh, yeah.
Those ones are real right? That's toe the line too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't dance. I think you have to be within a.
Oh yeah.
Like
close.
I think they force people. It might be a different. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure you're right. I think they're trying to get people knocked the fuck out in that.
That's what we're doing here. It's
Yeah.
like the slap boxing. You're like, all right, we're both here. One of us is going to get knocked out. The bare knuckle fighting. It's like they say, hey, we're breaking somebody's face here.
Someone's going down tonight.
Yeah.
That's how this is going, pal. This is how it's going.
But to your guys' point, like I feel like in the Nate Robinson fight, for instance, like he was leaning forward, he didn't look like he really knew what he was doing, whereas Ocho kind of
Sweet
had,
feet.
yeah, he had the little like bob and weave to him.
Logan also impressive. He was on. I think he was out a couple times and he grabbed him.
Yeah.
You know, good boxing, by the way. I think that's what you're supposed to do. I saw a video of Brendan Schaub coming in his locker room afterwards and said, "You didn't get knocked out after 8 rounds with the greatest of all time. You got to feel pretty good about that. That's a win." I think that's a pretty good way to look at it if I'm Jake Paul. The rest of the world's like, well, Floyd just did a money heist. And it's like, well, Logan did too.
Yeah.
I mean, the contract says $10 million for Floyd and $250,000. And the contract's a little bit different, but there's a lot of money flying to the people that stepped in the ring last night. A lot of courage, and I appreciate them all for the show. Allegedly, Ocho got $1 million for last night. Allegedly,
Really?
Whoa.
Ocho, that's allegedly. That's being reported. $1 million in 8 minutes. I can't wait to celebrate tomorrow at McDonald's. Hashtag Gino. Attaboy.
Thank you, Ocho.
Thank you, Ocho. Thank you.
Ocho versus science.
He ate healthy for the last 2 months. Imagine if he didn't, man. He would have won that thing.
Yeah.